Josh is dead. He is very, very dead. We're not getting him back.
Welcome to the Brooks and Zach 100 Years podcast. I'm Brooks.
You started it when I was just explaining how dead Josh was?
I thought you were finished.
No, let's just... We already started.
Okay, so week to week listeners will wonder where Josh is, and as Zach so expertly put, he is dead.
He is...
We were able to use his quote-unquote gorilla strength to break out of the trunk once
I wouldn't say gorilla strength as much as pregnant mother strength.
Pregnant mother gorilla strength.
Yes. All right, that's accurate.
You see, when his lungs filled with water, he sort of freaked out and broke open the trunk.
And one of my ribs. But
and one of Zach's ribs. We popped it back into place. That's what you do with ribs,
not
right?
How you do it. It was extremely painful.
Oh
Brooks.
Well. But, yeah, so when we got out, Zach and I started swimming upwards, but then we turned to Josh, who was just slowly sinking, and we're like, Josh, why aren't you swimming? And he's like, didn't you hear? Humans are naturally buoyant. I don't have to do shit.
But because we were all underwater, it sounded more like...
Okay, he'll take a water bottle and do this. It sounded a lot more like that. And we tried to argue with him, but it's very difficult to articulate your points when you're underwater.
Right.
So Zach and I swam up, and Josh sunk down to the dark depths of the New Jersey lakes.
Oh, wait, New Jersey lakes? Is that what we're calling the lake?
Yeah.
When did we decide that? The settlers in 1600 decided it, you motherfucker. Alright. I'm just not good on my geography, Mitri.
Don't worry, just trust me, they're real.
What, the New Jersey lakes?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
Alright.
So,
we get back to the top, swim to the, I guess you could call it shore.
Yeah, it was a bit of a shore.
It was grass, straight to mud, straight
bit of a sure thing that we'd get there.
It wasn't. Yaskovich didn't make it to the shore.
He died, and we're still kind of sad over that.
Well... One of us has
Look.
to be. Anyway, we get up...
Look, we are sad. It's just, it kind of balances out when we can finally clean our couch again.
Yeah, I'm impressed that there's still the imprint of his weird golf bag.
I have no idea why it's purple, but,
Huh? I guess, well, I know why it's purple. You know when you eat that cereal that turns the cereal purple or whatever color?
Yeah, Cocoa Puffs.
No, Cocoa Puffs turns it brown.
I mostly eat Lucky Charms, to be honest. Lucky Charms, follow your nose. Brought to you by Trix. Sponsors.
Gotta have my Kellogg's.
If you use the code horrible drowning to death, then you can go on the website and save 59%
of a third of a percent,
of
which
a third
won't pop up.
Of a millisecond of a percent.
How would it? Anyway.
Okay, so we clamber to the shore.
Yes.
And we're a bit tired and haggard. Having been through it.
I think we both did that good cough that water came out too. It was like throw up, but it was all water because it got in our lungs.
Yeah. I had a good cough. I coughed up I think it was a goldfish, both the snack and the actual fish.
That's impressive.
And then a syringe.
Okay. Well, what do I say about opening your mouth underwater?
That if you do it,
no, you shouldn't.
Then
remember
the water.
You should not do it.
That if you do it, then
don't do it.
It serves as something where you. Fuck you! You don't know my life.
I understand you're missing Yaskovich, but that doesn't mean you have to emulate him here and now on the Brooks and Zach 100 Years podcast, okay?
It's the only remnant of him I have left is his jokes.
Not even his jokes, just his
mannerisms.
His going, fuck you, man.
That's what he sounded like.
All the time. And even in death, he sounded the same. So, get to the shore.
We get to the shore, and we're like...
After we collect ourselves, we look up and see this figure I'm gonna say, well, we'll just say it's a man, because we find out he's a man.
Most likely the man who was, in fact, drove us to the lake and then pushed our car into the lake.
He was just resting up against a single fence post. I don't know, maybe there once was a fence around here.
Yeah, but now it was just a post.
Yeah, it was just...
There were a bunch of trees and shit. He could have leaned against the trees, but he leaned against the post, which suggested to us that he was a madman.
Yeah, and, well, we got there. Well, we were there. We just walked up to him and said... Dude, the fuck?
And then he's like, oh, you're alive. I did not expect that.
And then he pulled...
Where's the third one?
Well, he's dead. Oh.
Well, 1 out of 3 ain't bad. This man was leaning against this fence post.
You would think that a man of such mad manatee would pull a knife out. But this was not that kind of man.
Yeah, he doesn't carry knives.
Yeah, he carries water balloons.
He carries water. He just has a lot of water in his pocket.
So he pulls out 2 very, about to burst water balloons out on us and goes...
He's just like...
I gotta finish what I started.
The work's not done yet.
He's gotta finish it. And we're like, wait, whoa, what's happening?
And I'm like, going to full noir detective mode. I'm like... He's trying to get away. Stop! And then I run at him.
I'm
like,
no, he's not trying to get away.
Freeze! And then he decks me in the face. I'm like, rah!
He decks you in the face. He does that. Imagine in those old cartoons where there's the oversized cymbal monkeys. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
He did that, except it was 2 giant water balloons, and they didn't even cushion the impact. They just exploded on his face. They just
exploded, and then he kept hitting me.
Yeah.
He was just like, blah, 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 blah.
And I was stunned, mostly with laughter, because I was like, this is the only thing that I have to laugh at now, because I think I'm in shock, because I just watched Yaskevich die. And maybe Brooks is dying now. Alright, I guess I should do something. And that's when I sprint into action and tackle him. Too bad he knew, I guess, judo is what you would call it. The one where they can flip you. Use your own... Oh, Aikido. That's how they use your own momentum against you. And he just... As he got tackled, he just... German suplex? Yeah, it hurt. I don't know what happened.
I remember. I was sort of dazed on the ground, and he got you on the ground with that suplex. And I could see, from across the way, I could see him over, sort of on top of you. He took out another water balloon.
I was like, no! Mercy!
And he's just like, where's your god now? And then he just tried shoving it into your mouth. And then I'm like, this is fucking weird. So, and then that's when I did an action roll, and, I sort of jumped on top of him like a sort of piggyback thing. Mm-hmm. I'm like, haha, I have you now, fiend. I like to think that's what I said.
But it was really just...
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Crying. Cry shout. Imagine a child having a temper tantrum, except sadder.
I told myself that it was all water. It was all water from the water balloons, but that was a lie.
It was a lie.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Luckily, I noticed that the post that was in the ground had a handle on it, so I ripped that up out of the soft, mushy ground. It wasn't even that hard to rip up. It was just because, what was it stuck into?
It was fairly swampy.
Yeah, so I just picked it up and said, Brooks, duck! At least I wanted to say that, but what I actually said was something along the lines of... yeah, I remember.
Because you still had that water balloon in your mouth.
Right.
You didn't want to bite down on it in case, the balloon was filled with something other than water. Right. That's a fear of yours.
Yes. Constantly I wake up in the middle of the night going, water balloons could be filled with any liquid. And then I fall back asleep very cautiously.
The name water balloon is very arbitrary.
But I took the big old wooden post, and I wanted to say Brooks Duck, but I ended up just swinging with a madman. And I think I may have hit both of you. I felt resistance. I felt a lot of resistance.
Well, you're wrong.
Yeah?
You hit me.
That sounds about right.
Yeah,
too.
He heard your water balloon scream and he ducked.
Oh.
I was on top, I was on his back, so he just sort of bent down a little and it hit me in the face. I held on as tight as I could, but it still hurt.
It hurt a lot, I imagine. I gave a pretty hefty swing.
And then he sort of ran backwards into a tree and repeatedly hit me into it. I'm like, Zach, do something!
That's what you wanted to say. But what I
actually said was,
You really sounded like a bird giving birth to another larger bird.
Thankfully, that was when the swarm of birds showed up. They heard my call.
Attracted to your bird-like screams of
my
agony.
unintentional cry for help
Yeah.
for my fellow bird people.
You're like a Disney princess, except uglier.
Yeah.
A lot uglier.
You could have,
Like,
you
oh,
could have not,
Jesus.
like, you could have left off the ear part.
Except ugly.
Yeah, you could have stopped there and you would have been fine.
Yeah, but no, I really wanted to drive the point home about how, compared to a Disney princess, you are lower than Rumpelstiltskin.
But like even then, if you look at like how amazingly attractive Disney princesses are,
They're 14.
I mean like, but I'm just saying they're kind of pretty.
Okay.
So Zach, you can't turn this around on me. There's
I
such
know.
a thing as continuity on these
I
episodes.
don't know what you're talking about. That was last episode.
You want to speak of certain sir?
No, I don't. Brooks, cut it from the. Oh wait, you're Brooks. Oh God.
Instead of certain I'll put certain beeps you want to tell me about.
Oh God. But
yeah, okay.
anyway, so where were we?
So yeah, I mean, like even if I was like less, if I was also a 14-year-old girl and was less attractive than them, I'd be like, I'm still probably fine. Like in a few years,
No.
I'd be pretty good.
You're that girl who's waiting for puberty to turn her hot,
and it never comes.
No, she just gains a lot of weight, and then she decides to go, I'm probably a plantkin. I don't want to apologize for that.
Okay, you don't.
I'm not.
Okay.
Because, I mean, look, quick detour. We here at the Brooks and Zach 100 Years thing. Whatever. Don't be a dick. You can be whatever you want.
Yeah, we
Except,
don't...
like, plantkin or bunnykin or whatever.
Look, we don't care what kind of kin you have. As long as you don't, like, bother us with it.
That thing is for role-playing. Like, if you go to Comic-Con or a cosplay, then when you are that character, be whatever you want. But this, unfortunately, is real life. And
this is real life, and you can't go up to someone and say,
I am a bunny. Well, you're not hired, so
it's
leave.
Good to know.
Yeah, now leave.
Like, we don't, like, whatever you want to do in the privacy of your own home, that's fine. Like, we don't care.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just...
as long as you're not hurting no one,
Don't
there you go.
bring it up every 5 seconds with us.
So, anyway, like I was saying...
We know people like
just cut all this, Brooks. So when I was bleeping a bleep with the side of a bleep, we were,
You know, it'd be funnier not to cut any of that.
Oh, dang it. You know what? Fine, bro.
No, continue.
Then I get the sour cream out, and everybody's happy. Well, mostly me, because I'm the only one there. But I like to pretend that more than one person is there.
So the birds showed up.
Yeah?
They were a swarm. And they were also like... And I was like...
I'm
surprised,
like, the exact, like, vocal tone you made is impressive. I don't know how you replicated
It looks sort of like a bird.
Anyway.
Like the waveform.
The birds attacked because they thought you were a fellow avian in distress.
They thought I was the queen bird. Because
bird.
I was really big.
Really big and really, royal?
Like one of the unfeathered queen birds.
Is that a thing?
Yes.
If I Google unfeathered queen bird, do you think it'll pop up with a picture of you?
Yes.
Alright. Okay, so tell me what happened. What did the birds do?
So they swooped down, sort of surrounded all of us, and they started pecking the guy. And he was like, oh, God, oh, jeez, birds, get out of here. And he was swinging at him. I'm like, the plan is working. Wait, ow, they're pecking me too. Okay, alright, they can't distinguish the difference between us. And then, so I had to let go, and I'm on the ground, so they left me alone, and they kept pecking that guy and everything. And he just kept throwing all his water balloons at him. He was just, like, drowning as many birds as he could.
The only thing that pops up on Google is a book called The Unfeathered Bird. And a bunch of skeletons of birds. And this really pretty red bird that has feathers. It's a pigeon.
Huh, it's covered in blood.
Huh, oh.
That's a dove.
We'll just look at that later. Oh.
Doves aren't supposed to be red.
You're not supposed to be red. You're supposed to be written.
This is awful.
Alright,
So anyway.
strike all that.
No, it's all staying in.
Oh, dang it.
We're keeping all of it.
All of it?
All of it.
All of it?
All of it!
This is a strange... We needed Yaskovich here. That was the problem.
Yeah.
It's always...
It's a shame he's dead.
Well, I still don't miss him. I mean, I still miss him. Oh, God. The birds, they attacked you and him.
Don't worry, Josh can't listen to this now that he's dead. He won't know what we're saying. We can say whatever we want.
Yeah.
I think he's kind of smelly. I'm gonna go out right and say it.
Throwing it out
Just
there.
throwing it out there.
Straight
That's literally the meanest thing I can say about him because he was a gift to all mankind.
A very smelly gift.
A very smelly, beautiful gift.
Yes. So as the birds were catching him and I guess you off guard.
No, I had fallen off at this point, and so I was on the ground, kind of quote unquote recovering from what had just happened, while he was like throwing water balloons at the birds, drowning as many as he could.
Right.
You know.
And that's when I still, with the post firmly in both hands, went, second time's the charm, is what I wanted to say. But I ended up saying,
and you hit me again. He was like several feet away from me this time. Like, you didn't even have that excuse. I was like on the ground over there. I'm just like, I'm starting to get up. I'm starting to find my balance. I'm like, okay, all right. I think I'm good. All right. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, God. Right in my side.
But I guess the birds, having to try and drown as many as he could, tired him out enough.
Yeah.
To where he was just ready to reason. He didn't want to fight. He just wanted to reason.
And that's when we kicked him in the shins.
Yeah. And he's like, ah!
Like, I got up from the ground after you hit me with the second post, ran up, and he's just like, yeah! And I kicked him.
And he's like, what the...
And then I punched him in the face, and it hurt my hand a lot.
Yeah, you really, like, hit him right in the chin.
Yeah.
It's not even, like, the side of the chin that's, like, the knockout switch.
But,
like, just right uppercut, like, straight knuckles only in his chin. I'm pretty sure your fingers are broken.
Yes, they are.
They look really red and swollen.
Don't worry, this one's... Oh, shit. Is it normal for your ring finger to be out further than your middle finger?
You know what? We'll deal with that later.
Okay.
Because right now, we're still talking about the guy. We haven't introduced him yet.
So, we were able to knock him out for a bit.
Yes.
And we used, what did we use again?
We used it was a combination between several of the drowned birds and this nearby, I don't want to call it a chain, but it was pretty much a chain that was used to, like, tether, like, boats, like, rowboats up against the side of... That's what the wooden post was for. Oh, man. The local fishermen are gonna be pissed.
Oh, shit.
If they listen to the Brooks and Zach 100 Years podcast.
Oh, they'll never know.
Oh.
No one will ever find this out.
It's like we've gotten away with murder, which we technically have, because there was a whole swarm of crows attacking that guy. Get it? Because a group of crows is called a murder. That's your fun fact for the day.
I also like the movie The Crow. So we tie him up to the tree.
Yes.
We tie him up to the tree.
With a dead bird garnish.
Yeah. And we're like,
I've been watching
okay.
a lot of Food Network recently. I'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Or now.
For the second
half.
half.
We can talk about it now. You want me to talk about the Food Network now, Brooks?
Fuck it. Fine. Tell me about the Food Network.
I've been watching something called America's Worst Chef.
Yeah.
And it's really great because there's a lot of people who don't know how to cook. I'm like, they're like me, except they're following the instructions that Bobby Flay is giving them. And whatever this name is, female Guy Fieri. And I'm just like, oh, this is funny. And then there was this Asian lady who's like, oh, cooking hates me. I'm like, she's adorable. And then she got kicked out. Anyway.
Is that the end of the story?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Aren't you glad we took this detour?
Oh, always.
Yeah. So, tied to the tree.
Tied to the tree.
Tied to go. Get some nice stains out of your clothes.
And we're like, okay. All right. First off. Secondly, let's get introductions out of the way. What's your name?
And he goes, I'm surprised you haven't heard of me before. My name's Jason the Drownder.
Don't you mean Drowner?
No.
Okay. So, Jason. Second question. Who hired you to do this?
I'll never talk. Oh, God. Okay. It was anonymous. They promised to pay a lot under the table, untraceable money, maybe one of those gift cards to the new coffee shop that they opened in Crimeopolis.
Oh yeah, they opened the coffee shop, Zach. We should go after that.
Shh, Brooks was telling us a backstory.
Okay.
But all the orders came from City Hall. We don't know who from City Hall, but we knew that, it was someone.
Alright. Now, the final question, the one that's been plaguing us for a while. Why us? Why are you going after us?
Yeah, come on, dude. It's not cool. Were you also there, like, with the snipers and everything a while ago? Yeah, I was actually the one who hired those snipers because I had enough excess money, figured a couple extra hands on the job would help me take out Brooks and Zach. So why us? Well, not both of you. Which one of you is Brooks and Zach?
Wait, what?
Brooks and Zach. I'm looking for a Brooks, Nicholas, Zach.
Zach, can you,
Yeah, I know.
Can you come over here real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Can we hold on? Yeah, let's, hold on. Remember when our first building burned down?
Yeah.
So I asked you to help design the newer one?
Yeah.
And remember how I said when, I wanted the sign to have...
Neon lights all over.
Yeah, neon, very, very, very visible.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how I wanted you to put an amperstamp in between Brooks and Zach, so it's like Brooks and Zach?
Oh, you mean the and symbol?
Yeah.
Not
and
oh.
how you wanted to put a big old N?
Yep, a big old letter N.
Did you end up putting in the big old N?
I made a compromise. I put a big old N with an apostrophe so people would know, hey, it can't be a name, but the apostrophe fell off. Maybe, it had something to do with it.
Okay. So, Mr. Drownder.
No, call me Jay.
So, Jason.
Nope, friends call me Jason. You call me Jay.
Don't worry, we know you. So Jason. Jason, you are after somebody named Brooks Nicholas Zach.
That's what I said. Yes.
Brooks and Zach.
I think I see where this is going. What do you mean?
My name is Brooks. His name is Zach.
Not Brooks. I'm Zach.
And there is an and, which kind of sounds like an N between them.
Oh, well, I guess, are you sure your names aren't both Brooks, Nicholas, Zach? That would save me a lot of trouble.
Yes, we're sure.
Wait, how save you trouble how? Oh, I'd just kill you right now. Yeah, I'm just Zach. He's just Brooks.
Yeah.
The other guy who you also killed his name was Yaskovich or Josh.
One of those two.
Yeah, sometimes Frank Rosenberg. Wait, why did you kidnap him, too? I wasn't sure who was who. I figured that, better safe than sorry. There was only 3 of you. The odds of one of you being Brooks, Nicholas, Zach was very high. Wait, 3 out of all of the people in Crimeopolis, you thought those odds were high enough?
You mean Josh died all over a...
It's amazing that your phone still works, even though you've been submerged underwater.
What phone?
Where did that music come from?
What music? I just said it's weird how, Josh has died over a big misunderstanding.
Untie me.
No.
Untie me now.
No.
I hate both of you.
No, you'll go on a drowning spree. We can't have that.
That's my job.
Yeah. So, don't worry.
I only drowned when I need to get money.
Don't worry. We'll send the police here to get you. Oh, shit, I just remembered. We never sent the police to go get him.
Oh, no.
Oh, fuck, it's been like a week.
He's dead.
He is probably dead.
Just like Yaskovich.
That was a very remote part of the woods.
Oh, it was. I mean, we had to drive out at least an hour away from. Yeah, that was an hour drive from Crimopolis.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, back into the story.
Yeah,
She's like, don't worry, we'll send cops to get you.
Right.
Like, don't worry. It should only be like a few hours.
5-10 minutes tops.
Yeah. Don't worry about that at all. So, but we have to go now. We have to get back to Crimopolis, and we have to save the world.
You guys are idiots. Right back at you, buddy. All right, we're calling the police now.
I like it when we make new friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should invite him over one day.
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
Nice. Maybe a nice little brunch.
Yeah. All
new
of this
coffee
is
shop. We should go to the new coffee shop with
Yeah.
him.
All this is really sad in in hindsight now that we know that he's most likely dead.
Well, yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So then we set off on the road to get back to Crimopolis.
It was a good 30-minute hike to the nearest bus stop, and then we got on the bus, and the bus driver just wouldn't talk to me. I mean, she was like one of those old ladies. I think she had that hole in her neck, to smoke through or whatever.
Right, the smoke hole.
Yeah, the smoke hole, and I don't know. The bus ride was all right. I mean, kind of grimy. I accidentally touched some gum underneath the seats, and but yeah, we got back to Crimopolis.
And then, I was
looted. The lady was shot. Classic Crimopolis bus ride.
I was looking at you over at your seat, and I saw you reaching underneath of it, and then I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Maybe there's a secret note, a part of the conspiracy." I'm like, "On a random bus."
Look, Brooks, you can't expect me not to.
Don't you think you'll find some gum under there by mistake and be really grossed out? And you're like, "That's the gamble of life." And then you found the gum, and you're like,
"I've lost the gamble."
I've lost the game. And then, like you said, we arrived safely back safely, quote unquote. It is Crimopolis. You can't really do much safely there. But we arrived back at Crimopolis.
Mm-hmm. We passed by the local coffee shop, which business was booming. As in, saw several people walking in with C4. I'm sure they'll be fine.
That's fine. Yeah.
But anyway, at least now we know it was all just a misunderstanding.
Right.
So, wait, does that mean...
Are you saying that it was just a...
You just want to...
Just a... Was that it was a... That it was just a big...
The fact that you can pull that up on cue means that you have went through that multiple times. And like, all right, what is the exact seconds that they say misunderstanding in this song?
You see, it was funny because I tried an earlier time code and then it could never really line up, so I had to go find the newer time code, and I did, and it worked.
You did it twice.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so we're back here.
So here we are back at our detective agency.
It's just a motel.
It's just a shitty apartment.
Yes.
So, we have spent the past week now forming a game plan, how to take on City Hall, how to find out who's been doing this stuff to us, and maybe even find this Brooks, Nicholas, Zach guy and see why they're after him and why they want him dead.
Right.
We have nothing. We have come up with nothing.
Tried Googling him, nothing comes up for Brooks, Nicholas, Zach.
Yep.
I mean, there's some Brooks Zach.
Yeah, there's some Zach Brooks.
Yeah.
He's like some kind of food blogger.
Yeah.
And
that's all we can find. Nothing about a Nicholas, though.
Yep.
So I guess we're going to talk about shit.
Yeah, I guess we might as well just,
do what?
Finish the episode. Because I will have a weekly podcast about pop culture things, damn it. I won't let some, conspiracy shit with the government or whatever get in the way of some pure entertainment for the masses.
Okay, so movies. Zootopia is coming out.
I've been hearing good things about it.
I have too, and I only knew about it ever since that one trailer. I was like, what is this?
It was the Sloth trailer, right?
No, it was just the Fox guy standing there going, this is the Zootopia. Dog world out here.
Yeah.
Tripping the Fox cop over, and then he gets tased or whatever. But just from that one trailer, there was a lot of, I'm going to call it fan art in air quotes.
Oh.
That came out from that, and I went, oh, movie's not even out yet. All right.
That is impressive. in the worst possible way.
It's not the worst possible way. It was a pretty awesome way. Yeah. Anyway, what were you saying, Brooks?
The thing about that first trailer that kind of baffled me was that they spend the whole thing explaining what anthropomorphism is and how that worked, and I'm like, we've had Disney movies with animals,
right?
You know, with talking animals who act like humans. You don't have to. This isn't a foreign concept to us. You don't have to go into depth explaining it. I mean, you guys made Robin Hood. You know, that movie had a talking fox.
That movie was talking fox.
That fox was shooting bows and arrows. Like, that don't make no sense, but we bought it anyway.
And yeah, it was, oh, jeez, hit the table.
Don't hit the table.
One day, I'll be better, and I won't be hitting the table. But for now, it's fatal.
It's fatal?
Fatal table hit.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway.
Have you seen Zootopia yet?
No, I want to.
I want to now. Like, at first I didn't really have any interest in it, but, like, everyone's been saying, hey, it's really great, and it's about race. I'm like, alright.
Alright, it's a kid's show tackling race.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get it on.
Let me check right now if it's playing, and we can just see it right now. You want to see it right now after the podcast?
Sure.
Let's do it. I'm going to pull it up, see it. Wait, no, it's not matinee price right now. What is it?
I don't know.
What's matinee price?
What?
Movie times and tickets. Right here, we can see it at $150.
That's pretty good.
That's actually very all right. How much is a ticket? I don't know, man. It's $12. Oh wait, yeah, I still got a gift card for myself, so I'm good.
And then like I can just pay for it.
Yeah, because I mean I'm still trying to save up to get out of Crimeopolis for a weekend.
Yeah, you're doing that thing that you invited me to go.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and then I was really without really thinking about it because you used a tricksy way to convince me.
It was a very, very legitimate trick.
A smart but kind of underhanded way of getting.
It was not underhanded. It was I'm helping my boy out.
Yeah, and then you're just like, hey, the catch is you got to go down to Florida. I'm like, okay, because I didn't really think about it at the time.
Yep.
And I was really excited about it. And then the more I thought about it, I'm like, that is not a good idea for me to go there.
It's about a 17-hour drive.
17-hour drive.
3-hour flight for $400, or my favorite, a 34-hour bus ride for $99.
Yeah, all of that is money that I really don't have to spend.
Except the driving.
Yeah, except the driving.
I mean,
the driving would have been free, and then I would have to
gas.
spend a week in Florida, which is the closest thing to hell on earth. That is not Crimeopolis.
Is it? You sure? I mean, what about Pittsburgh?
Look. Pittsburgh is pretty awful, but it's not like... Imagine Pittsburgh, but an entire state that was Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but there's a lot of elderly people there.
That's where they go to die.
Want
to know why? Because it's hell.
You're not wrong. But there is you know how some people have internet friends, right?
Right.
I have internet friends.
Yes, I understand that concept.
And I'm gonna have a good time.
It's just like... The thing is, I would have spent like all that money, if not on the plane tickets, then on helping you out with gas money, and then also paying for the hotel and paying for
$150
food.
for the hotel for the week.
Yeah, and then paying for food. And even if it didn't like come out to a lot of money for me, at the same time, there is a guarantee that you will have a good time, but there is no guarantee that I will have a good time. And if it happens that I don't have a good time, then I'd be stuck in Florida for a week.
I guess so, but that's why I got our executive producer Matt maybe on board, because he's like, I guess.
Which is good, cause like I do feel bad for backing out of it. I don't want you going alone and everything if you don't want to.
I was gonna go alone anyway. I was like, all right, well, I mean, if I can fight it, I'll not go alone. I
mean, like, even if you go alone, then like. All you're gonna be alone for is the drive, and then
17 hours.
And then from there, it's just like
17 hours, Brooks.
And then from there,
look at me, 17 hours.
But then from there, you have a great time for a whole week. A lot of great times.
Not 7 days, but like a good 4 days.
Yeah,
just constant.
We won't go into detail, but let's just say you'd have a really great time.
Yes, a very sensational time.
Oh God.
Did you get it, Brooks?
Yes, I got it. I got it.
Cleverly wordplay.
Yeah, the wordplay. Like I know the reason you're going down there.
Yep. And that's the reason. Fava beans and an ice cream.
Does your friend listen to the podcast?
Nope.
Okay, that's for the best.
Yeah, I mean, well, she listened to one episode of the podcast, and I can't remember which one that was. No, I do. It was Lungless Louie.
That one.
And she's just like, you guys are dorks. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Dorks.
That's what makes us endearing.
Yeah.
I'd recommend if you try to get her to listen to another one, listen to the Porn Trunk one, because that one was really funny.
That one was that was pretty great.
Yeah.
I was gonna say other words, but then I was like, we got this fourth wall we gotta keep up. Yeah. We
know these things exist.
Yeah.
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 Should we know that these things exist?
What?
Anyway.
Anywho.
So we're gonna go see Zootopia later, apparently.
Oh yeah, so that's cool. I didn't expect that, but I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I'm diggity down with it. Wait, let me make sure I actually do have a gift card, and it's not just cardboard.
And then I'll double check the time.
Yeah.
So this makes for riveting content.
No, well,
we're all checking our stuff.
Look, anyway. After that, I know later today I'm also seeing another movie called The Boy and the Beast.
Really?
It's made by, oh god, the guy's name escapes me because it's Japanese, but he also made the animated movies Summer Wars and Wolf Children, both of which are, I would debate, just as good, if not, just as good as Spirited Away or Princess Mononoke or anything like that.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much rivals Studio Ghibli content.
Really?
Oh yeah, he's amazing.
Huh. I'll have to check that out.
You should. All right, changing plans.
Changing plans. You guys didn't hear it, but because we're gonna cut that bit out. But then when I checked the times, we got it wrong, so we're doing it different.
Yeah, we're doing it earlier.
So this episode may be a bit short.
A bit shorter because we're gonna go see Zootopia. Everybody else is gonna love it. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we'll watch it and we'll go, what? Let's actually make up our own plot for Zootopia right now.
Yes.
All right. So.
Okay. So based on the information that we have been given,
protagonist is the fox guy.
I thought the protagonist would be the bunny girl.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean.
What if we have two protagonists going
at the same time? Okay. So it opens up. The screen lights up, except there's a big old slash in the center.
Well, I wasn't thinking
plays
that.
The bunny's waking up in her bed, and the fox is waking up in his den. And then they go throughout their day, and the bunny's just arresting people, and
so
the
bunny's
fox is
arresting
just plowing people. And he's just like really just getting it in, and he's just
gross. I don't like that hand motion you're doing.
Yeah.
Well, it's hand. I say hand motion, but it's more like entire arm motion.
Entire arm.
Like both arms.
Yeah. Yeah.
If our show was to ever have any motto, it's that true love is elbow deep.
Yes. I know from other trailer bits I've seen, there is the chief of police who is a rhino.
Is it a rhino?
Maybe.
I don't know. Let's say he's a rhino. Rhinos are chiefy.
Or a water buffalo or a bison, something like that.
A big animal.
There's a polar bear who is the Iron Man. Or the Robert Downey Jr. The Tony Stark.
Tony Stark?
They're all interchangeable.
So it is the Avengers.
Yes, it is the Avengers.
So the fox is Hawkeye, I assume.
Yes.
The bunny is the Hulk. So
what? Excuse me?
The water buffalo, rhino, whatever he is, he's going to be Captain America. And then the polar bear is Tony Stark. And then we have Thor, which is the sloth.
What about Scarlet Jo Widowmaker?
She...
Oh God, you're so gross, Brooks. All the time with you. It's your body.
I burped a little.
All your body's movements, every single one is just disgusting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too. Sorry for the stab wounds.
I'm not sorry.
God, Brooks, I have to put my mouth on this mic sometimes.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Look at that audio level. Oh shit.
Somebody's gonna be listening to this late at night. And then they're just like, yes, the sweet, soothing sounds of Brooks and Zach, but mostly Zach. And then they hear Brooks go, this is what our podcast has turned into.
It's what it's devolved into.
No, don't think of it as devolved. Think of it as the Seventh Element music video. of podcasts.
Vitas by Seventh Element, or Seventh Element by Vitas. We're not sure.
Yeah, it's just amazing.
Oh, it's beautiful. Look that up. Seventh Element.
Just go on YouTube.
Vitas.
The Seventh Element. That's all you have to type in. The number 7.
I'm not going to tell you anything about it.
Yep, and that's how it should be kept.
It's your journey.
So, what should we be doing up until the next podcast next week?
I'd say keep forming the game plan.
Keep forming the game plan. Where I'll go to City Hall.
Right.
I'll try to find out. You know what I'll do? I'll win over the secretary with my Zach charm. You know, a little wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Little maybe bring her flowers and maybe shake her violently while staring into her eyes, saying, "You tell me what I need to know." Just women love that. And just, whew. And once I get inside, I'll maybe, I don't know.
Classic Brooks charm. Classic Zach charm. I
like...
confused my words.
You okay there, Brooks?
I swallowed a lot of syringes.
They're open mouth. Oh, they're still in there. Should we get those out? Should we take you back to the doctor?
No.
We can't go back to the one nearest hospital.
They live there now.
The syringes live in your throat?
So let's see, the fox is living in like a normal
we're not gonna
den.
acknowledge the syringes?
And the bunny is living in like a house.
Brooks, there was probably bad stuff in those syringes.
I don't want you. I don't want you to say these things.
Fox is in the house.
No, the bunny's in the house. Okay. The fox is in like a little den.
An apartment, a shabby apartment, because they're probably really trying to get the anthropomorphic vibe to it.
Right.
It's like it's just people, but with animals.
So Bunny is making like just a cup of coffee. The fox just like kills a mouse and like eats it, and then so they go out into the normal day.
I don't think he's gonna kill a mouse and eat it.
I think he will.
I don't think he will. I think there's not gonna be any murder.
There's
gonna be violence, probably.
Violence, yes. There's gonna be violence, but it's a Disney movie, so there has to be at least a tiny bit of horrible, horrible death.
Yeah, a tiny bit of maybe they died. I don't know.
No, a lot of them are very clear about it.
Are they? Like what? Other than Aladdin.
Other than Aladdin?
Beauty and the Beast. Other than those two.
Tarzan. The guy got hung.
Hanged.
That is the correct way.
It is.
I am so sorry.
Yeah, please, apologize to all of the listeners. No, Brooks, not that
listeners,
way.
I am so sorry.
Brooks,
it's just...
very loud.
It's...
No, Brooks, back up.
I was born on a prairie.
Brooks,
it was...
Well, I think that's the best way we can end an episode. Maybe.
That's very short.
That is a very short
episode. That's not including stuff we have to cut.
Well, what about stuff we have to add?
Stuff we have to add?
Like this. News story. All of a sudden, opens up, black screen, one man wakes up, and all he is Brooks, and he sees a Zach just standing there.
Have you seen the new Ghostbusters trailer?
No, I haven't. How's the new Ghostbusters trailer?
Well, it looks fine. Like, a lot of people hate it and everything. Well, there are 3 main reasons why people seem to like hate the idea of this new Ghostbusters.
Is one of them because they're women?
Yes, that is one of the reasons.
That shouldn't be a reason.
That shouldn't be a reason, but it's one of the reasons. The other reasons are people just hate remakes in general.
I can understand that.
Yeah, people just hate remakes. And the third reason is Ghostbusters is a very treasured nostalgia by a lot of people.
Bill Murray.
Yeah, it's got a lot of Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Now, like, some people don't like Ghostbusters much. A lot of people do like Ghostbusters. And I'm in the camp where I really love Ghostbusters and the original and everything.
Give it a chance. If it's a bad movie, it'll just be another Fan 4 stick.
Yeah, same thing for me. Like, I'm not actively wishing for it to be bad. I mean, I hope it's good, but, I just really don't care. I'll probably go see it.
Speaking of something that you're not wishing is bad and good, Watchmen.
Oh, yeah.
Since I just saw that, my opinion is very different from your opinion on
yes.
it. And I just figured, for the last little bit we can, I guess, discuss.
Discuss.
I don't know, maybe I just missed something about the movie.
Final bit on Ghostbusters.
Right.
My expectations would be higher if there wasn't such a thing as Ghostbusters 2, if the movie wasn't coming out 30 years later, and if Harold Ramis was not dead. So
Yeah.
there's pretty much no one involved with the original, involved with the remake, so like it can go anyway.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Anyway, Watchmen.
Watchmen.
Why?
I think it's a very good movie.
It was good up until the point where Rorschach died. And I was like...
Spoilers for Watchmen, by the way.
Yeah, well...
Complete spoilers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Anyway.
Okay. So you thought it was good up until the very end.
Well, I thought it was good up until the point where Dr. Manhattan's like, oh yeah, all life is precious. Alright, but he just fucking nuked over 1 billion people. Yeah, and now...
He did not do that.
Dr. Manhattan did? Is that
No,
what you're...
Dr. Manhattan did not, like...
No, the Preston or whatever the guy's name was.
Ozymandias.
Yeah, him.
He did that.
Yeah, exactly. And
Oh, wait, are you saying that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Smart guy, supervillain guy.
Okay, because you said Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah, but Dr. Manhattan was just like, yeah, well, I'm not going to kill him, even though all life is precious.
Well, you see, the thing is, the whole point of Watchmen is like a sort of deconstruction of superheroes. And in it, they're just like, Ozymandias is like, everyone else sort of does the usual superhero thing, when a problem arises and they fight it. A supervillain shows up, and like, so they beat down the supervillain. Crime is around, so they fight the crime and everything. But Ozymandias is like the smartest guy in the world, and he's looking at the world as it is, and he sees the Cold War going on, because it's the 1980s,
right,
and the mutually assured destruction. So he decides that the best way to ensure peace for the world, because he does want to do good, he wants to like keep the world going, because if like a mutually assured destruction happens, then it'll destroy everything and humanity will be wiped out. So he decides he is willing to make the sacrifice of the lives of millions of people in order to give a threat for the entire world to unite against, and in order to get rid of the whole like country boundary. So he sets up this whole plan in motion where he's like, it was a bit different in the comics, but essentially the same plan, just without Dr. Manhattan. But in the movie, he has Dr. Manhattan, like, he uses the Dr. Manhattan energy to set off a bunch of bombs, like, all over the world, to make it seem like they're under attack, and so all the countries unite together, and there's now peace in their time. And the whole point of it is that the moral question of, would you let this, like, this horrible, horrible crime go unpunished if it meant that, that there would be everlasting peace in the world?
No.
That's Rorschach's stance. He's like, Rorschach is the kind of like, you can't compromise, you can't let this crime go unpunished, and he's going out to do that. And then Dr. Manhattan, who's very much a big picture kind of guy,
right,
sees the whole everlasting peace thing, and he agrees with Ozymandias. So that's why he killed Rorschach, because he knows that it would bring peace, but he knows that Rorschach is a man who would never compromise on that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So that's why they had that moment.
Have to kill Rorschach, I think.
There was pretty much no other way about it.
Dr. Manhattan being the super godlike god he is, he couldn't have just erased his memory, something like that.
Like he does, like
he can rearrange matter and teleport.
He can rearrange matter, but it's okay. Bringing in a different source, I saw like a game theory thing, or like a film theory made by the same guy about Deadpool and Wolverine and their healing factors, like how memories don't come back.
Right.
So Dr. Manhattan can he can manipulate matter, but he can't do anything about like memory and everything.
Yeah, but he could have just taken away that little snippet of brain and
that would have lobotomized him.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm trying to find a compromise, but Rorschach was awesome. He was like an actual Batman who wasn't afraid of killing people.
Yeah. So a psychopath.
I wouldn't say
he was like a complete. I'd say psychopath. Like, I love Rorschach because he's awesome, but he's also...
Why was his mask like that? What purpose did he have for his mask to change colors?
That was a thing explained in the book, where it was made out of, like, a special material that did it. But it's supposed to be, like, a Rorschach test.
Oh.
That's where he gets the name from. The Rorschach test is that ink blot thing, where, like, you, like, see different things in it.
Uh-huh.
And that's the point of the mask and everything. And it's... continues with the moral ambiguity, because it ends, I believe the movie ends the same as the book, where Rorschach had a journal where you wrote down this is Ozymandias' plan, we're gonna go stop him, but there's no guarantee that we'll do that, so I'm writing this journal so that people will know. He sends it to that paper there, that sort of gossip paper or whatever, and the whole point of it like, it ends with the guy reaching for, like, the pile of stuff, and where it's just like, we don't have a story to run, so just choose whatever from the pile and everything. And it shows him reaching for, like, the pile that has the journal on it. And it's sort of like, you're supposed to make your choice about whether you would agree with Ozymandias and Dr. Manhattan, or if you would agree with, like, Rorschach and Night Owl.
Yeah.
And the different degrees of good and everything. And I think the book was very fantastic and, like, did a great job of conveying that. And, like, some people don't agree with me, but I think the movie is also a very good adaptation, and I think it's a pretty great film.
I mean, in the same aspect, Ozymandias didn't have to do that, and he could have convinced, like, Dr. Manhattan to pull a Superman in Injustice and go, no more war. I'll kill people if they start war. That way, only the people who are initiating the terrible things are the ones who die.
But the thing about that was that, like, you can't really control Dr. Manhattan. They tried that for them. Like, the way that Dr. Manhattan works is that he started out as a normal person, then that thing happened, and he became the first person to ever have superpowers.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, from there, he was still, like, pretty much himself, but with superpowers, like, at the start. So he's like, I'm going to become a superhero. I'm going to help the American government and do all this different stuff. But as time progressed, he became less and less human and everything. He became more distant and everything, and they were hard to control. And that was the reason why there was, like, the Cold War was so escalated, was that the Russians were afraid that America would have just sent Dr. Manhattan after them at any time and everything. So, and that was basically, Dr. Manhattan was keeping, like, everyone in balance. Right. And everything. And he was basically ensuring that there was no war, but there was that Cold War going on.
Right.
So when Dr. Manhattan leaves in the middle of the movie, that's when the Russians are like, now is our time. Now we can, like possibly win this, because he's not here. He's gone. Okay. And everything.
I guess I can see that. I don't know. Alright, I'll watch it again some other time. But I guess for now, though, we gotta head out. You gotta get...
Oh, yeah, we gotta get going.
Yeah, so, as always, you can follow us on SoundCloud, iTunes, follow us on Twitter, @SqueezyMcCheesy, or @BraveSnuggles, @100YearsPod, Pinterest, @BraveSnuggles. What else? Or did I cover it all?
You can find us on YouTube. Real quick, I wanted to get your reaction to something.
Yeah, sure.
We have gone, like, our YouTube channel is starting to grow a little bit, like, a bit at a time. Yeah. We have a few more subscribers. Yep. Guess who one of the subscribers is?
Who's one of the subscribers is?
One of our subscribers is Salutation Nation, the makers of Manchaz Unlimited.
Really?
Yes. And the reason behind that was, as our 100 Years YouTube channel, I subscribed to them, and, like, I commented on one of their videos. I'm like, hey, this is great. And then, like, a few days later, I just come back and I notice that they're subscribed to us. I'm like, yes!
I did it. I sank them in. I got them. I pulled them in. They're mine. All right, so I guess I'll just sign off like I do.
Yeah, we're Salutation Nation. If you are listening to this, we love you. Work with us. Do something with us. We don't care what it is.
Kill Brooks. We can do that.
Yeah, just kill me. Just kill me. Just kill me!
Oh my god!
Yeah, that was very loud.
That's the loudest I think anything's been.
Not only did I yell, but I also brought it very close to my mouth.
Stop touching the mic.
Okay.
Alright, so, ending it the same way I do every time.
Yeah, do your usual sign.
Oh, it is a nice 70 degrees. Everything feels right. Everything, like, none of your body aches. Nothing itches, except you're supposed to be somewhere. Where are you supposed to be? You get a text from someone and you look at your phone to respond to the text, but then you put your phone back down going, I still don't know what time it is. All I did was text the person back. Oh, geez, and now if I pick my phone up again, maybe somebody's going to see me, and they'll know I'm stupid. Oh my god. So, I guess I have to. The only proper thing to do right now is to pick up my phone, act like I'm talking to someone, and go, Brooks and Zach, 100 years. Thanks for listening, everybody. See you later. Good one.
See ya.
No.